Hello everyone, I welcome you all for today's session. Good afternoon to one and all. So in today's session we'll be studying regarding study of heat treatment. It is a part of your material testing lab. So this is the experiment which was left out in part A. So today we'll be dealing with that. So we all know that heat treatment is being done so that the surface properties are affected. When I say surface properties, it is hardness as well as toughness. So at times hardness is being affected, and when hardness is affected, obviously toughness is affected, because both are inversely proportional. If the material is more harder, it will be having lesser toughness. Right, so we'll be studying three types of heat treatment methods: annealing, normalizing and quenching. Okay, in each of these cases we'll be heating the specimen. The specimen is here, so this is the specimen. So this specimen I am going to heat it at a temperature of around 800 degrees Celsius in a furnace called as muffle furnace. I will be showing you in a while. Then what are the differences between annealing, normalizing and quenching? Right, in annealing also we will be heating it up to 800 degrees Celsius, and then we will be cooling it in sand. Right, so the cooling process is being done by immersing the heated workpiece into the sand, whereas in normalizing the cooling is done directly into the normal air, whereas in quenching we are going to heat the workpiece up to 800 degrees Celsius and then we are going to cool it in water. The outcome is the resulting hardness in each of these three cases will be different. Right, so I have just noted on the tabular column or observation table for you people. So it consists of three serials: quenching, annealing and normalizing. We are going to check RHN in each case. You already studied this experiment. RHN is Rockwell hardness number. Right, so before heat treatment and after heat treatment, what are the differences in Rockwell hardness number? You need to note it down. So before we could start the experiment, first we need to check out the Rockwell hardness number of the given specimen. We need to take three readings in each of these cases and we need to take average. Then after quenching, once again we need to take the three readings using the Rockwell testing machine and we need to take the average. So that time we can get to know how the hardness is affected by these heat treatment processes. Right, so this is the backdrop what is required in order to start the experiment. Now we'll be starting with the experiment. I'll be taking you directly to the muffle furnace and I'll be showing you how exactly it's look like and what are the settings to be made to start with the experiment. Right, so I have started the muffle furnace and I have just set it to the normal temperature. So this is directly room temperature what it is showing at this particular point, because the mains is on. This is the mains switch, it is on right now and the heater is not yet switched on. So it is showing the normal temperature or room temperature, which is around 29 or 30 degrees Celsius. So this is the inner view of the muffle furnace in which I am going to heat the workpiece. Right, so you need to keep the workpiece inside this, close it, and you need to switch on the heater. Right, once if you switch on the heater, you need to wait for around 25 to 30 minutes so that the temperature reaches around 780 to 800 degrees Celsius. Once if it is reached, then you need to remove the workpiece, and accordingly whatever process you need to follow. If you are following quenching, then you need to take out the workpiece and you need to put it in water. If you are following the normal process, then you need to take it out and keep it in outside air so that it can be cooled. Whereas if you are going to follow the annealing process, then you need to take it out, put it into the sand and you should allow it to cool. Right? So in each of these three cases, after these all three activities are done, we need to get back to the Rockwell testing machine and we need to check out the hardness. So then we need to compare the hardness and we need to give the results. Right? So this is the normal procedure what we are going to follow for heat treatment or study of heat treatment on metals. Right? So accordingly we need to check out how the hardness is being affected by three different heat treatment methods. Right? So I'll be also giving you the readings and we'll get to know how exactly the hardness is affected by these heat treatment processes. Right? I'll be passing on the tabular column in your WhatsApp groups. Kindly go through that. Thank you. Have a good day.